Welcome to Ibrox from Medium Bradford for Rangers against Aberdeen in the SPL. Well, Celtic's victories against Hamilton and St Mirren since Rangers last played have left the Gers 7 points adrift at the top of the table. There's no margin for error as the Light Blues aim to stay in touch. But injuries have left them short of several first-teamers. And Jean-Claude Chargeville is recalled to the starting lineup to partner Chris Boyd, hoping to score his first goal of the season. Darshville's inclusion comes in place of Kenny Miller, who's out with a calf strain today, while Steve Davis is on family leave, and that prompts a recall for Kyle Lafferty. Bagheera and Papac are still injured, so Lee McCulloch continues at centre-half. Aberdeen have been hit by the withdrawal of Darren Mackey with a hamstring problem. Shoshone Aluko will play in a more advanced role in support of Lee Miller, who won his first Scotland cap in the week. Foster and Hodgkiss make way for Lee Mayer and Gary McDonald, who starts for the first time in 9 matches. And the referee today is Craig Thompson, hoping that a season which has been blighted by questionable refereeing decisions from his colleagues doesn't extend to the next 90 minutes here at Ibrox. Rangers underway, hoping to continue a decent run of home form, which has seen them unbeaten in the last 28 matches here at Ibrox, stretching back to December when Lyon won here. They'll also be hoping that the performance last week against St Mirren, in which they were superb for large parts until the final quarter of an hour, sees them replicate their early form rather than late form. Disappointing ball from Stephen Whittaker. Continuing at left back today in the absence of Sasha Papac, who misses a second consecutive game with a head injury. Found by Mendes, Darshville. And now Pedro Mendes over the top for Chris Boyd. First sight of goal for Boyd. The angle was always against him. He's been in such good goal-scoring form recently, Chris Boyd. Never needs a second invitation. It was a wonderful ball to him over the top from Mendes. And Boyd, who scored 8 in his last 7 games. By the time the ball had taken a second bounce, it was always going to be too much to ask of him to be able to hit the target. Mayer back in the side today. McCulloch, who was excellent at centre-half against St Mirren last week. Pulled by Chris Boyd on Xander Diamond, the free kick taken quickly. Certainly Aluko's pace is a commodity that Rangers will have to watch today. He'll fancy his chances against Davy Weir, who's getting on for twice his age. Aluko's done well here. Trying to get his way past Whittaker, but Weir stood firm at the expense of a corner. Jimmy Calderwood hails from these parts, born in Govan. Hoping that today we'll see him win here at Rangers for the first time in his managerial career. Aberdeen's first corner, Charlie Mulgrew with an in-swinger, which is dealt with by Boyd. Young, now Aluko. Guided forward again by Kerr. Back well by Ferguson. Long clearance by Charlie Adam. He sees Chris Boyd flagged offside. The Rangers have won 10 of their last 13 matches and 23 of the last 25 games here at Ibrox in the SPL. It's been a wonderful record, and yet still they find themselves at the kick-off of this game 7 points adrift of Celtic. Did fail to win at Aberdeen earlier this season. A 1-1 draw at Pittodrie. captain Scott Severin back in midfield today. A long throw, and it is a prodigiously long throw inside the area, which caused real problems. In the end, Kirk Broadfoot had to duck his head into clear. This has been a really bright start from Aberdeen. Deeper one from Mulgrew, and McGregor surely was fouled. And it's a free kick to Rangers. It was a decent ball in. It came a long way to meet it, but deposited on the deck by Xander Diamond. Diamond, a boyhood Celtic fan who scored against Aberdeen last week in a game that Aberdeen supporters will still be wondering how it escaped. 2 goals up at Easter Road, only to be pegged back by a couple of late goals to make it 2-2. Miller. Now Broadfoot. Lafferty. Hasn't had too many opportunities on the right-hand side for Rangers since moving to Ibrox from Burnley. A different kind of midfielder, Carl Lafferty, to the man he's replaced today, Stephen Davis. Lafferty perhaps more of a direct old-school winger. Just exchanging his views with the assistant referee as to the validity of that decision. Well read by Diamond. McCulloch. Now Broadfoot. Mendes. Lafferty might get a second opportunity. Leaves it instead for Kirk Broadfoot. Adams made the near post run. Appeals for handball. Very vociferous. Those on the Rangers bench absolutely furious that the decision didn't go their way. It's given Aberdeen the chance to break. Barry Ferguson seeking counsel with the referee as to why this wasn't given as it was driven in. And certainly the arm was raised out with the side of the body from Derek Young. I think he's lucky to get away with that. Murmurs of discontent from the home support with that one not going their way. Miller for Gary McDonald, who made his run forward. Whittaker was brave in clearing. Now Mayer. Kerr. Maluko. Young. Good neat approach play here from the Dons. Charlie Mulgrew's ball in. Whittaker grateful that he was the player that was there to clear because there were 3 Aberdeen players around him. Forward again from Diamond and away by Lee McCulloch. Now Considine. That's an Aberdeen throw. Severin's last long throw caused real problems inside that penalty area. Spun in with real pace and power again. And headed away before he got to Miller. Lee Miller, who made his Scotland debut as a half-time substitute against Argentina in the week. Can he seal a famous week in his life with a goal here at Ibrox? September 1991, the last time Aberdeen won on this ground. More than 30 visits since have proved fruitless. Here's Aluko. It's too deep for McDonald. Well, this time last week, Rangers found themselves 2 goals to the good at home to St Mirren. Walter Smith was left scratching his head about the fact that Rangers' performance fell away. I think it's fair to say after the first 10 minutes here today there's room for improvement as far as Rangers are concerned. And it's been Aberdeen who've had the majority of possession. Here's Lee Mayer, put under pressure by Chris Boyd, kept him by Adam, although he only had Dashville ahead of him, and he's missed him by some distance. Mrs. Durant and Smith will see that there is room for improvement on the way the opening 10 minutes have gone. Now here's Charlie Adam, bit of space for him to work with, driven in towards Dashville, and that really was a good handball shout against Considine. The referee lets it go. The second handball shout against an Aberdeen player in these early stages. Here's Aluko. The Rangers clear their lines with McCulloch, but should it have been a penalty? Now, how much did Considine know about this? It was a poor first touch that took it into his hand. And was there any intent from the centre half? Or was it just bad control? Perhaps, in fairness to the referee, it was the right decision. One of those that you've seen them given, you've seen them not given. Now Aluko trying to get in. Mendes will clear. Now Mulgrew. Young force wide, but he had time to bring it under control. A high swinging ball in from Mulgrew, catching the breeze. And here's Kerr. And McCulloch steers it away for a corner. And Aberdeen have their third corner of the opening stages. Kerr. Well, Craig Thompson had a difficult decision to make. Was this a penalty? As Andy Considine controlled it, kicked it up, and then, well, from that angle, you wonder whether there was any intent as he brought his hand down. And I think perhaps he is a little bit lucky to get away with that one, Considine. Did move the hand outside the body. Here's Dashville. Adam. Free kick, when it is given, goes to Aberdeen. Well, Craig Thompson said that he felt that Chris Boyd made a back for the Aberdeen defender, and that's why he couldn't give the free kick his way. He did seem to just lean back into Sander Diamond, and then Mendes pushing Gary McDonald, and that's the decision that the referee did make. Free kick. Jimmy Calderwood not looking happy, but he'll be presumably only unhappy by the fact that his side haven't scored so far, because they have played very well. Dashville running at Considine. Boyd makes the near post run. Diamond was there with him. Severn and Mulgrew doing their best to get it away, and between them in tandem they managed it. Well, it was a good near post run by Chris Boyd. Good defending as well by Xander Diamond. Just tracked in with him towards the near post. There's a vital block. Adam. And Ferguson's made a great run forward. Ball from Charlie Adam, just a little bit too heavy for him. Good run by the Rangers captain, which went unrewarded. Kerr. Miller. Mulgrew. His delivery from out wide could be all important. And certainly gave Celtic a torrid time when Aberdeen were last in Glasgow. Ironic applause from the Rangers crowd as the free kick goes their way. Kerr with the foul on Darshville. Whittaker. Mendes. McCulloch. Two of their last 3 games here at Ibrox, Rangers have had electrifying starts. 2 up in 10 minutes in the game against St Mirren. 5 up by half-time against Inverness a few weeks ago. I think McCoy's expression says it all. And Jimmy Calderwood will be the happier, despite appearances, of the 2 men on the sidelines at the moment. Whittaker climbing over Miller. Good play by Gary McDonald. Luco made a run forward, and it was well read by McCulloch and then cleared by Weir. Aberdeen had a fantastic start to the season. Away from home, they won their first 3. Followed that though with only 1 away win in the last 6 matches in all competitions. At one stage of the season they found themselves bottom, but it's so concertina inside the bottom 7 or 8 that they're now up in the top half again after just a couple of positive results. Darshville. Lafferty. Good run forward by Kurt Broadfoot. It was Mendes that picked it up instead. Nobody had made the far post run, and that gave Gary McDonald the chance to clear, but he didn't clear it effectively. Ferguson now. Whittaker, who can hit them from distance. Plenty of power in it. It was blocked by Severin. Charlie Adam. And Rangers have a corner. Davy Weir, who scored the last time these 2 sides met. Amongst those forward, Boyd helping it on. It's away by Considine. Donald again has got time inside his own penalty area to clear, but his poor delivery from the back was not something that Jimmy Calderwood was happy with. He was quick to let him know. The Rangers, as a result, have picked up possession again cheaply. Poor ball in from Adam, which is cleared by Diamond. Mayer to McDonald. Miller. Shoni Aluko. Now Severin. Kerr. Good skill to get away from Ferguson. Patient probing build-up from Aberdeen. And then 1 loose ball sees the move come to an end. And he will still have a throw. No way through for Mulgrew. Last touch came off Chris Boyd for another Aberdeen throw. Just one half chance for Chris Boyd so far. That came of his own making, really, after being played in by Pedro Mendes inside the first minute. But since then, Rangers haven't created too much, notwithstanding the fact they could have had a penalty. The ball's played in there by Lafferty, but again, too close to Jamie Langfield. Long by Mulgrew. Lee McCulloch very much out of the no-nonsense school of centre-halves. Experience in this position still very limited, but he does look at home there. Severin's long throw isn't quite of Rory Delap quality, but it's still a vital weapon. Rangers have made a bit of a meal of dealing with it. Darshville's stumble was ill-timed, but Ferguson can pick it up. This is Lafferty. Broadfoot. Mendes for Whittaker. Darshville almost managed to make something of a poor attempt at a clearance from Diamond. Again, the Dons can neatly play their way out from the back. Here's Kerr. At 38, Davy Weir is giving some 19 years to Shoni Aluko. It's an intriguing battle between the pair of them. Pace and raw talent of the young Brummie against the wiles and experience of the veteran centre-half. Here's Kerr. McDonald. And back towards Gary McDonald, and Luco's offside. Wouldn't have counted. Well found, though, by the Aberdeen midfield. Shoni Aluko, who's scored in Aberdeen's last 2 home games. Only goals that he's netted so far in his return to Pittodrie. Late challenge on Barry Ferguson gives Rangers a free kick. Derek Young, the perpetrator, and Rangers with an opportunity to get bodies forward here. Teased in by Adam. Miller on the turn, able to clear. Back from Weir. 2 against 2 inside that penalty area. Darshville. Nice out of play for a throw. More claims for handball inside that penalty area. Thought that he was obstructed. There was a push by Aluko on Lee McCulloch. Here's Ferguson. "25 minutes in which Aberdeen have looked the more potent in front of goal. Rangers yet to really fire on all cylinders as an attacking unit. Here's Mendes. Last touch came off Kurt Broadfoot. His third Scotland cap during the week in that match against Argentina at Hamden. Put in by Adam. Darshville, won back though by the impressive Kerr. Young. Severin resisting the temptation for the long throw this time. This is Lee Mayer. Miller. Clearance by Ferguson, cut out initially by Young, but then played forward by Mendes, and what a ball! Lafferty, now Chris Boyd, went for goal first time, he had Darshville to his left. Boyd trying to justify going for goal himself. He's in such good goal scoring form, you can understand why he pulled the trigger, but the ball to Darshville would have been a real worry for Aberdeen. McDonald. Turned forward well by Kerr. Mayer. Back by Mendes. Hardly ever misplaces a pass. A good challenge by Diamond. Stop the progress of Darshville. Severin for McDonald. Aluko. Whittaker to McGregor, who calmly finds Adam. I wonder if there are just any afters there between Charlie Adam and Shoni Aluko. It's right in front of the assistant referee. Lafferty helping it back for McCulloch. Mendes. Weir. Bruce standing firm against Lafferty. Inviting Lee Miller to make the run forward, but it was easy for Weir. Adam turned into trouble. The last touch came off Mayer, who was claiming that he played it back off Adam. Darshville. This is better from Rangers. Ferguson! Well, Severin probably did just about enough to deny him a free header. It was well played by Darshville. Pulled it back into what he hoped was a dangerous area, and Ferguson arriving late. And Severin was with him, and that made it difficult. Barry Ferguson has won 4 league championships with Rangers. He hasn't scored this season, but of course he missed the first 13 games after an ankle injury. Ferguson's newest Scotland international teammate, winning a free kick. Lee Miller getting a bang in the back from McCulloch. It's in from Severin, away by Weir. Lafferty. Ferguson. And back to him from Chris Boyd and through, but with too much pace for Jean-Claude Darcheville. Ferguson hangs his head in dismay and acknowledges that it wasn't his best pass. And all of a sudden it was 4 against 3. The Rangers couldn't make the most of it. Boyd. I thought he was fouled. The referee agrees. Severin leaning into him. Here's Darcheville. There's a nice turn. Pull back from Adam. Mendes. He does have a sweet right-footed shot on him, as many clubs can testify. He's already scored 2 absolute pearlers in his time in Scotland. Forward again from Whittaker, but overhit. And that's been the principal problem for Rangers as they try to get the ball into the Aberdeen penalty area so far. Whittaker. Used the full width of the pitch, then tumbled over. Aberdeen able to bring it away, and still they've been largely untroubled. Hard to think of a save that Langfield's had to make so far as we approach the 35-minute mark. Young. Mulgrew. Miller was waiting, lurking in behind Weir. Header away by Andy Considine, who did get away with that early handball in the opening 10-15 minutes of the game. And a different story it might have been had the referee found against him there. Adam. And the last touch came off Ferguson. Well, the distribution from the Rangers midfield hasn't been all that it might be so far. Foul on Aluko. And from a yard or two too far forward, seemingly. Miller amongst the targets. In from Charlie Mulgrew. And that's overhit as well. Rangers do have the second best defence in the country. Wraith have only led in 10, but other than that, Rangers 11 is the best record in Scotland. There's been a lack of spark going forward that has blighted this performance from them so far. Now by Boyd, right in front of the referee. Not the most subtle pull of the shirt. Miller again waiting. Diamond's forward, McDonald's there. Severin has arrived as well, along with Considine at the far post. So many targets, and it was Diamond that was closest to it. Well defended by Boyd. Aberdeen have a fourth corner. In from Mulgrew. Away by Weir. Back over the top from Kerr. Lafferty trying to shepherd it out of play. Gary McDonald got there and then goes to ground. Lafferty claiming there was no contact, but it is an Aberdeen free kick. We can't afford to give Aberdeen too many opportunities like this. It's in from Mulgrew, but away by Charlie Adam. Mulgrew's delivery hasn't been at its best so far this afternoon. Flicked on towards Aluko, away by Weir, then by McCulloch, now Darshville, Mendes. Miller guiding it up towards Aluko. He's got Derek Young one way. Still showing Aluko. Used Young as the decoy. Plays him in now. Two in the centre. Miller was waiting, but McCulloch again was in the right place at the right time. And Lafferty will be able to clear. Here's Lafferty. From Mendes, in strongly as well. Broadfoot, Young left on the deck. Play goes on. Now it stops with Ferguson in a shooting position. As the ball goes in the net, it doesn't count. The referee thinking that it might be a serious injury. He's pointing to his head. Despite the calls from some of the Rangers fans, and he made the most of that. I think Derek Young genuinely knocked off his feet by the weight of that challenge from Mendes. It's unfortunate the context in which that happened, but nothing the ref could do about that. Here's Lafferty. We'll let that one run. Sound of play for a second Rangers corner. A little bit dazed, but back on Derek Young, restoring Aberdeen to their full complement of 11. Into the final 5 of the first half. In swinger from Adam, straight down the throat of Langfield. Good defending by Whittaker. Adam. Nice ball for Kurt Broadfoot. Launched high by Broadfoot, but not with any great degree of quality. The players have an excellent season for Rangers. Here's Adam. McCulloch.